Louis pouch across my body, this is not for fashion. This is not a playground, ain't no fist fight, bitch, I'm blasting. Niggas say they looking for me like I'm not right here, man.
It's your boy Chef Richie, man, and I'm back at it again with a nice little reaction for y'all today, man. We're gonna be reacting to the player that was considered to be better than LeBron James in high school. So today, that's what we're gonna be watching. I don't know, he's dumb ugly. In my personal opinion, no homo, you know how we do it, man. New set of headphones, the other one's broke. Don't really want to use these big bulky things, but that's what we're gonna have to do. Man, let's get into the video.
When you want to play me?
I'm gonna play you in various ways.
Oh, Kobe's gay.
What's up, guys? Kane Loves Cali here, and this is the story of
Lenny Cook,
who was known as the best high school prospect.
You know how we do it in New Jersey, boy.
Ranked ahead of LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, and Amari Stoudemire.
Whatever happened to him?
The next superstar, not the next Kobe Bryant.
Lenny Cook was a 6'6" scoring and rebounding powerhouse that had no weaknesses. He could muscle you in the post and finish at the rim, and he had a knockdown three-point shot. But a number of bad decisions kept Lenny from ever playing a single minute in the NBA. How could the accepted #1 high school basketball player in the nation?
He looks dumb nice, to be honest with you. Like I bet he was dumb nice at football too.
All the channel support recently. The channel just hit 24,000 subscribers. If you are new or been here for some time,
subscribe.
Thanks for coming.
Subscribe to this channel. You know, the red button down below. You know how we do it, man.
Helps my channel grow. No more delay. So let's get right into the story of Lenny Cook. Lenny Cook was born in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
New Jersey kid, you know how we do it, man. New Jersey is the home of talent.
In 2001, he was recognized across the country and especially in New York City. Lenny was the next guy up as New York City's basketball
But he was from
legend.
New Jersey,
He was born in New Jersey, but he grew up in Brooklyn with his mom and dad and siblings. He lived in a rat-infested apartment where on cold nights they heated themselves by using an open oven. The neighborhood he lived in was filled with drug dealers, addicts, and prostitutes. It was very rough for Lenny growing up, and he didn't even start playing organized basketball.
Hey, Jelly, give him 2.
AAU coach saw him playing in a park and invited him to join his AAU team. Cook was very athletic and tall, but he couldn't shoot, really couldn't dribble, and he couldn't pass well. But with his physical skills, he had the intangibles to be a star, according to that AAU coach. Just to give you an idea of how widely known Lenny Cook was, when Lenny and Carmelo Anthony were both juniors in high school, Melo went on a plane just so he could play against Cook. You can see in this video right here, Melo was on offense in this clip, and he is being guarded by Lenny Cook at this outdoor court. Carmelo said everyone in high school admired his game and was a fan. Melo said it was his size, how strong he was,
he does look strong though.
Like
he's built like LeBron.
Really explosive.
Or like not LeBron currently, like you know, LeBron in high school. You know what I mean?
Lenny Cook and loved going to his games because he was such a dominant force. He said in an interview, Lenny was really my hero because the way he could dominate a game was unbelievable.
What happened to this?
Lenny was a 6'6" combo guard who could do anything on the court. In his sophomore
He was a guard?
Year, he averaged 30 points and 15 rebounds per game. In high school, he could play any position. He could post up anyone no matter their size. He had a vertical jump that no one could match. He could shoot the
What happened to this guy?
Competitive fire on defense. Lenny filled up the box score in his junior year also. The numbers were a bit down, 25 points and 10 rebounds, but he was still dominant. Besides being unstoppable in regular high school games, Lenny Cook made his name at the ABCD camp, which stopped running in 2007. ABCD camp was one of the biggest, if not the biggest, summer basketball circuit in the country. It was where all the top high school basketball prospects come together and play each other. Kobe Bryant, Dwight Howard, Derrick Rose.
Oh, let me stop joking it then.
Grady, Isaiah Thomas, and James Harden are a few of many notable basketball names that have played at the camp.
I played in the ABCD camp.
By most of the camp to dominate again that year, win the MVP and the tournament title. In the tournament, Lenny's team beat Carmelo Anthony's team in the semifinals to set up the championship game between him and LeBron James's team. LeBron was well known at the time in 2001, but this was a year before the Sports Illustrated cover, and Lenny was still sitting in the throne. He was the champion and the MVP of the camp and was expected to dominate.
I just want to come here and
play hard. It really doesn't matter if I'm the best player in the camp. You know, I still know what I can do.
And he did dominate, but the throne changed in the championship game at the 2001 camp. Unfortunately, there's no video of the full game, but it is said LeBron and Cook were going back and forth, scoring on each other in the first 3 quarters.
LeBron is LeBron. You can't beat LeBron.
Best high school player in the nation. The game stays close in the 4th quarter, and Lenny Cook's team is up by 2 with the ball, and there's less than 10 seconds in the game. At this point, LeBron outscored Lenny Cook 21-9. All Lenny Cook's team has to do is inbound the ball and make free throws. But on the inbounds, LeBron stole the ball and quickly dribbled to the right side of the floor while being guarded by Lenny Cook. Right before the buzzer expired, LeBron pulled up for a 3 right in Cook's face and switched the 3-point shot to win the tournament title. Lenny was shocked and was expecting LeBron to drive to the rim. Sonny Vaccaro, the man who ran the camp and signed the shooters for Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, said that game-winning shot LeBron made over Lenny Cook was the moment Lenny Cook never recovered from. His exact words: he beat Lenny on his own.
So LeBron beat him, so how is he considered to be better than LeBron if LeBron beat him?
Simply the greatest 15, 16-year-old kid I've ever seen in my life. He has a chance, when it's all over, to be one of the greatest players ever to play the game.
Lenny Cook was no longer in that class of top players in the country after that game. Carmelo said, after that, we just didn't hear very much about him. Throughout high school and going into his senior year, Lenny had poor attendance and grades. He went to parties a lot, and on top of all of that, he was academically ineligible to play high school basketball.
You feel me? That's what New Jersey does to you.
He went to Michigan to get his diploma and get in the gym. Because he was ineligible to play, he could only play in pickup games and tournaments, which really hurt his game because none of this was organized with the best competition. Cook had a few high-level college basketball teams wanting him. He had offers from North Carolina and Ohio State, but he was seriously considering St. John's University because it was in New York City, which was close to his home in New Jersey. But he and his team of advisors decided on skipping college and going straight to the NBA. They spoke to a dozen of NBA teams that said they were seriously thinking about taking Lenny Cook in the 2002.
I wonder if he was in the NBA.
3 teams said that they wanted to take him in the first round. Cook thought it was the best move for him. The NBA was his childhood dream, and he thought he would be able to smoothly take that extra step to the league. Debbie Bortner, who was a secondary mom for Lenny Cook, she wanted him to go to one of those colleges, and Debbie was very disappointed with his decision. She said in an interview to a New York newspaper, "I tell the kids to use this sport to further your education, but the Sharks were circling Lenny, making promises they couldn't keep. He paid a very heavy price for their despicable behavior."
I wonder where he's at right now.
The draft did not go
I really
how
do wonder
Lenny
where he's
Cook
at right
thought it
now.
would. Every team passed on him in the 2002 draft. Cook did not get signed onto a team that summer either. How does this happen? Well, for one, Cook did not show up to any pre-draft workouts when teams were calling him.
Is he dumb? Oh my goodness.
Teams did not give him a shot. Plus, he injured his right big toe on the first day of a pre-draft camp, which basically eliminated his chances to impress NBA teams. An Eastern Conference assistant coach said they didn't think he was good enough and that he should have used a few years of college. Whoever was advising him gave bad advice. They did not like that he
bet it's because he's black.
For some time. They thought he was too arrogant and he had a suspect outside game. Lenny Cook had to wait a full year before finally getting a shot in the Summer League with the Boston Celtics, but he did not look good in the small minutes he played, and he looked like a guy who went months without playing organized basketball.
I mean,
Cook
he
also got a
did
shot with the Seattle Sonics Summer League team, but that did not work out either. He then played a couple years in Asia before tearing his Achilles tendon, ending his basketball career forever.
He's like a worse Allen Iverson.
Not turning out like how scouts said he should. Lenny said, "Physically I was ready, but mentally I was not." And what does Lenny have to say about LeBron now? He said, "My kid's like LeBron James. He's earned everything he's gotten and taken advantage of every opportunity he's been given. How can I be mad at him? He's built his brand the right way."
That could have been
Cook
you.
says he wishes he listened to Debbie Bortner, who was a family friend, about going to school. Cook says, "It's up to you to make your own decisions about who you're going to surround yourself with because your image is more important than anything else."
That's kind of like $1 million deal that could cost you right there.
Lenny has been using his story to teach younger high school athletes that are looking
Oh, that's what he looks like
about
now?
the importance of taking
Still
every
ugly.
aspect of high school seriously so they do not end up like him. When the NBA changed its draft eligibility rules in 2005 to all players must turn at least 19 years old in that calendar year and be 1 year removed from their high school graduation, Lenny Cook is looked at as one of the reasons why there was a rule change. In final, Lenny says, "When I was hanging out doing crazy things and partying, I was 16, 17 years old, and I was hanging out at clubs, and I didn't have no business being in there. And LeBron and Carmelo, they
That's
were in bed
crazy.
getting ready for school and getting ready for workouts the next morning before class. And that is the story of Lenny Cook, the high school player who was once considered the top high school player in the nation.
Dad could have been in the NBA right now. That
But
is
tough story
crazy.
to
I know
read
he's
and learn
sick to
about
his gut
from
to
when he
this
was
day.
growing up. He grew up in a very rough neighborhood, and he didn't even start playing basketball until he was 15 years old. So what would have happened if he would have been able to, play basketball, organized basketball since he was like 7, 8 years old? What could he have grown into? And what would have happened if he didn't have those neighborhood leeches telling him, go to the league?
Nah, yeah, Dad could have been in the NBA right now to this day.
He thought he would be able to make it to the league very easily, but things did not go as planned. But at least he's using the situation now to teach and tell kids the story, so they don't end up like
If he's still in Jersey, I'm gonna try to look for him.
Again, I want to thank you guys again for all the channel support. Recently, we're up to 24,000 subs. We're growing at a nice pace.
Subscribe, share this video with your friends. I'm trying to get up to 20,000 subs. So that's the end of the video, man. Lenny Cook, man, was better than LeBron. I wonder what happened to him.
Stop it. Get some help.
To be honest with you, well, I mean, I just found out what happened to him. So, like, I wonder where he's at right now. Like, what is he doing to this day? I wonder if he's making money or if he has, like, a steady job or he doesn't have a job at all because, he didn't go to college. Anyways, man, that's the end of the video. Like, comment, subscribe, repost, tell your friends about me. You know how we do it, man. It's your boy, Sugar Richie, man.
Hey, big head on
LeBron,
Ronnie J on the beat,
hey, I got designer from head to my toe. I'm on designer, my bitch on the coat. I got Givenchy all over my coat. I'm on the X and I jump on the phone. I'm on the Molly, I'm on the bean. 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 Lil Pump Rich.